What's up, peeps? Julian Williams here with The Distance. Got one more video for you guys. This is a prediction for the upcoming bout between Tomasz Adamek and Eddie Chambers. Bout takes place on NBC Sports on June the 19th. Puts together two former heavyweight contenders and world title challengers, Tomasz Adamek and Eddie Chambers. Eddie Chambers is returning to the ring after a one-year layoff after facing Derek Rossi back in February 2011. Hasn't been in the ring since. Only been in the ring probably about 3 times since July 2009 after defeated Alexander Dimitriko. So ever since that one, actually he's been in 2 fights. One against Klitschko where he's knocked out at the end, and then against Derek Rossi. But just overall, man, I know that injuries have pretty much kept him out of the sport for a while. He had a fight with Tony Thompson set up for the an IBF eliminator, and he had to pull out of that fight due to an injury twice. And then he had a fight with Liokovic, and he had to pull out of that fight in January. So now he's coming in and he's facing Tomasz Adamek, who's been in 1 fight since the fight against Klitschko, which was in September 18th. I believe it was, or September 18th, September 4, one of those dates, 10th, 3rd, whatever. So overall, he had a bout against Klitschko. Klitschko dominated him. He went in, he fought journeyman Nagy Aguilera, defeated him by a decision. And, pretty much, what this fight's going to do is it's going to pretty much keep, with the heavyweight division, both guys are still going to be contenders at the end of the day with this fight. And I'll start with Tomasz Adamek. Adamek has shown the ability to face, a different assortment of opponents. And not only does he have a good ability of facing different kinds of opponents, but he knows how to make little adjustments in fights. He does know how to accommodate for himself, by using his own tools to his own advantage, which is definitely going to be an advantage against Eddie Chambers in this fight. Adamek, throws a very sharp left hook, does a good job of using his right hand to slap down jabs to bring his shot over the top. And this is what he's going to have to do in the fight. He's going to have to definitely give Chambers a lot of help. He's going to have to come over the top of his guard, overhand rights. He's going to have to actually, and I think he's actually going to have to use a little bit of movement in this fight, especially early, because in the later rounds, Chambers doesn't do too much work. He's very dependent on his fast hands. So what Adamek has to do is he has to set up his own openings. He's going to have to move, utilize his lateral movement, use angles, use a jab, slap down a lot of Chamber left jabs with his right, and look to hit him with a few right crosses, a few left hooks, and even go to the body early in the fight, just just so that the work is lessened in the later rounds of the fight. He can't let Chambers dictate the pace, using his hand speed, because Chambers does a good job of controlling the fight, and keeping the fighter at bay using the quick jab. And Adamek has a good quick jab himself. And the thing with Adamek is he does throw solid shots compared to Chambers, who does not throw too many solid shots. And that's going to be Adamek's advantage, just throwing solid shots, using lateral movement early, looking to counter Chambers' jab with his own right hand, and also look for a few right hands to the body, a few jabs to the body. I think he could very well win the fight. On the other hand, you have Eddie Chambers. Eddie Chambers has quick hands, knows how to dictate the pace using his hand speed, and has very good boxing ability, I think. Pretty much what we see a lot with fighters with quick hands is that fighters with quick hands work in spurts. And in this fight, he can't work in spurts. He's going to have to double his jab and sneak in a few right hands in this fight. He's going to have to, kind of take the fight to Adamek early. He's going to have to throw some leather, let the hands go very early in this fight, and make Adamek try to make numerous adjustments. So what he's going to have to do, they both are about 6'1". They both have a 75-inch reach. So with Chambers is just going to have to get there first. He gets there first. He looks for the counter left, counter Adamek's left hook and using the right hand. He's going to have to kind of set Adamek up using the hand speed and just outwork Adamek just by letting the hands go, keeping that at the center of the ring. And I think that's pretty much the way he can win the fight. So he keep it at the center of the ring. If he lands first, he ends exchanges and just dictates the pace just using the hand speed. I think is that kind of fight for Chambers. Hand speed, look to counter Adamek, Look for Adamek to lunge his head in a little bit. Look for an uppercut from time to time. Chambers does throw decent shots to the body on occasion. So you think that maybe body shots may work for him. And pretty much that's it. He's going to have to be busy in this fight. He's just staying busy. Letting the hands go. And that's just that simple for Chambers. So who I think is going to win this fight? I'm going to go with Tomasz Adamek in this fight. As I mentioned, I think he might have a little bit of trouble early, quite possibly, and that's only due to Chambers' hand speed. But I think he's going to get to a point in the fight to where he becomes comfortable and where he's getting the shots to land, where he's landing his left hook, where he's landing his shots to the body, where he's coming in with the overhand right. There's just a lot more that Adamek can do, with what he has, and Chambers can do with what he has. So I'm going to go with Adamek victory. Not only that, Adamek's been more active over the last few years. So I'm going with Adamek, unanimous decision. So anyway, peace. Let me know what you think. That was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.